No, I mean just getting better every day. I'm working hard. Just keep grinding. Just keep working.
Christian, I'm curious, what about it just being out here and back playing football? How does that feel for you after everything you went through?
It's a blessing of God, man. I thank God every day for Him to heal me. I pray Him for every day, and just God, God, He never gave up on me. Just keep working hard. And I kept my faith in God.
So you were confident the last time we talked to you that the medical things were in the past. Now that you've gone through the OTA stuff and you're in minicamp, do you feel even more confident based on sort of how your body's feeling?
Yeah, I'm feeling really confident in myself because one, I'm breathing, I'm talking, I'm just having fun, talking stuff, talking smack, just having a good time with my teammates, and playing hard, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Christian, under this new regime, how important has it been for the best players to be the most accountable? I know Mike's mentioned that a few times with you and your leadership.
Well, really just like, setting the standard, for the young guys, young guys watch us old guys, just, like, just to motivate, keep being better every day, you know what I'm saying? Like we all in here together, you know what I'm saying? We all gonna grind together, we all gonna be hurt together, we all gonna just, be here for each other. So I feel like, we just, like he said, best players, like he said, the best players on the team, like we play hard, everybody gonna play hard.
Christian, as disappointing as the last year has probably been for you personally, how has that maybe tempered your expectations for your own ability?
That really just like a lot of fire in my heart. I can say that because, I feel like, after that situation, people, I forgive people forgetting who I am, and really just so I'm bringing like a really lot of, just a lot of competitive with me, and every day just like when I'm on this field, just think have to feel this,
What do you feel you have to prove?
just to feel prove that I'm still me, and I'm always gonna be me.
Mike very well mentioned your versatility before practice. So in getting ready to play in the system, was there anything like were you watching Jeffrey Simmons? Like what were you doing to make sure that you were prepared for what came in this?
Oh man, really just studying a lot of great guys like Big Jeff, Jeffrey Simmons, Chris Jones, just like guys that's just really big and athletic, tall guys, and just like the Forrest Buckner, what I'm saying, Cam Hayward, we study a lot of guys, and I love watching them guys because they've been doing it for a high level for a long time.
And how is it being in the system where there's more of an emphasis on getting upfield necessarily?
I love it, really love it, and it just like it excites me every time, man. I love it, man. It's real good energy every day. It's just I love it. Yeah.
Milton talked about just the idea of you playing with him and Keon, like three. Just take me through like what it's like to play with those two guys and just what powerhouse you guys can bring this season.
Man, them boys is dominant. Keon, you already know how he is. He dominant, Melton dominant, and for me, it's just like just like how we gonna just come and roll and take over the game. That's our goal. How the D line gonna take over. The game went up front, so that's our goal every time we on that field.
How do you feel like that group is coming together so far? A lot of new faces in the D line.
I feel like we being really well. We really already getting used to each other. We talk all each other, like study more each other. We in the meetings together, so we doing a lot of stuff together.
Do you feel like you have that potential to take games over?
I feel like the whole team do. My whole team do. My whole defense can. That's all I know about. It ain't all about one player. It's all about everybody.
Christian, I'm sorry if this is redundant, but I just asked Harold Landry, what impresses him about the front that he's with and the array of talent? What impresses you about it? Because he was like, there's a lot of guys here who can play.
Say that.
Sorry, what impresses you about the guys along the defensive front that you're playing with?
Yeah. Really just like we got some elite athlete, a lot of athletes, man. Like a lot of guys that can just ball, like speed and a lot of quickness. And I feel like a lot of people can. You know what I'm saying on the line. Yeah.
Sorry, bad question.
Yeah. Yeah.
We'll do two more questions, Christian. You talked about kind of like that chip on your shoulder that's proving that you're you, that you're still you. What does that mean to still be you? What?
It's just like, man, it's just like, go for me, you know what I'm saying? Like, that stuff I went through, man, it was not, I would never ever want nobody to go through that, like I said earlier. Like, that stuff, imagine somebody stopping you from breathing and literally, like, stopping you, like, literally. Like, that, man, now I can breathe again. Now, them lungs open up. So, what's up? Yeah.
And physically, have you had any like limitations, or are you full?
I'm good, man. I'm good to go. Green light.
Awesome. Thanks, Christian.
Yeah.
Thanks, Christian.
Yeah, no, I think it's going great. He's big on players connecting with players and players connecting with coaches, and I feel like he's doing a great job instilling that here each day. I feel like as we continue to stack days out here, we're also getting closer in the locker room and also in the meetings. And the closer you are with everybody you go to work with, the harder you're going to play for them. So I think he's doing a great job in that aspect.
What is the Mike Vrabel culture? He's coach of a team. What is a Mike Vrabel team?
A team that plays super hard for each other, a team that cares about each other, and a team that's going to go out there and put their teammate ahead of themselves.
A lot of the coaches have talked, defensive coaches have talked about playing with violence. What does that mean to you?
I mean, position specific, just everything that I do has to come with some form of violence, whether that's shock and shedding in the run game or whenever I need to convert the power in the pass rush. Just everything you do has to have some element of violence.
What can you do at this time of year, because you guys aren't in pads, to, is it footwork, is it technique? What's the most important thing for you to take away from these sessions as a lineman?
Oh yeah, no, I mean it's all of it. Obviously you're not out here. You kind of take the physical part out of it, but a lot of the game is also not physical, and I feel like this has been one of the best off seasons I've had, coming out here, working with these guys, and I'm excited about this season coming up because I feel like we put really good work in this off season.
What's made it such a good off season for you personally?
I just feel like I'm taking steps. I'm feeling great. My position coach has done a great job with me, working with me. Similar to Vrage, I feel like he's getting a feel for, how I am, the things I do well, the things I need to work on. And the more time we spend together, the more our relationship is growing and the better I feel out there on the field, going out and playing and working the techniques that he's teaching me.
As you look up and down this defensive line and the front seven, but the defensive line in particular, what impresses you about the group that's there?
Man, we got a talented group up front, I'll tell you that. That's another reason why I'm excited for this season, just all the way up and down. Our front seven, really, I just feel super excited. Man, really the whole defense, to be honest. It's an exciting group to be around, and I'm excited going into this season because you just look at it and you feel the excitement of the production that you can have going out there, knowing that everybody out there has that playmaking ability, and that's exciting to be a part of.
Were you faster when you came into the league getting off the ball? Because it seems like you just got a little retro rocket.
Nah, I mean, honestly, I feel faster now than I did in my whole career, to be honest. So, hey, turn back the clock a little bit, you know what I'm saying?
What are your conversations like with Keon as you're going through the drills and things like that out the back? What kind of conversations are you guys having to get to know each other, to help each other?
Oh, yeah, just getting a feel for each other. The sky's the limit for Keon, man. Like, just a physical specimen, like I'm telling you, like, the sky's the limit for him. I'm excited to watch him this season to grow and continue to improve. But no, I mean, our conversation is just about technique, working certain moves against certain guys and, what's worked for him in his career versus what works for mine. You know what I'm saying? Because we have different skill sets, but the number one goal is to go out there and be productive. Go ahead. No, you good, go ahead.
I was just going to say, when you say sky's the limit, is that in terms of his ability to get to the quarterback or just an overall player?
No, just overall. He's one of the first guys that I noticed is working his tail off. So I'm excited to be out there with him and, like I just said, to watch him grow this year.
Harold, having already been, in the area, how much easier has it been just sort of assimilating compared to a team you might not have, known the area with?
Yeah, I'd say it's been fairly easy. My family was just out here with me for like the past 10 days. We've had a blast. But no, I feel like it's been fairly easy. Just the familiarity with like you said, the area and all around here. It's been a smooth transition.
Have you been back to BC?
We drove. I ain't gonna lie though. The one thing that has surprised me is, I'm not gonna lie. The one thing that has surprised me is the traffic. I thought it would be a little bit better than Nashville, but it's around there. It's all right. We actually drove through there the other day again. It was more of me and my wife reminiscing about, where we met and stuff like that, and my son, seeing the stadium and all of that. But yeah.
So you have a conversation with, quick chat with Drake. What kind of things what do you say to him in a situation like that? Helping each other, what you see or something like that?
Yeah, I mean, I'm a big believer in Drake, man. Just seeing him every day in the locker room, out here on the field, his upbeat personality. He did me a real solid. Gifted my son. My son's birthday was this past week. Gifted my son his signed Pro Bowl jersey. So super grateful for him, man. Made my son's day. But Drake's an awesome dude, man, and I'm really excited to see him go out there and play this year.
Guys, a few more questions?
What do you see on the field from him?
Just his ability to go out there and execute whatever the coaches are having him do, and then make the correction to come out the next day and ready to work. And to be honest, football is you got to really enjoy it. It's a grind to go out here and be great, and I love that every time I come in that locker room, that dude's smiling. He's excited to be here, excited to go to work, and those are the type of guys you want to be around.
Harold, what separates maybe this portion of the camp whenever you're talking about a team that's so fresh, so new coaches, new players, as opposed to what you guys have been doing for the last month?
I'm sorry, say that one more time.
What's different about this week, the final week of you guys being together, as opposed to what you've done the last 30 days?
I would say it's status quo. I mean, we're coming out here trying to stack days. We've been putting in really good work, and that's the goal, is just to come out here every day, take it one day at a time, be where your feet are, like Pep said today, and really just enjoy the moment and take advantage of your opportunities, because they're very limited. And, yeah, like you just said, this is the last week we're going to be together till training camp, and we got to take advantage of every single rep we get to go out there and improve.
All right, guys.
Appreciate it.
So, doing all right.
How's the spring gone for you, sort of this first offseason?
Just trying to get up here, get familiar with everybody, get familiar with the system, the communication, and just getting around the guys, seeing what they like to do, our communication, how we're going to rush together, just working on, just being one unit. It's been good, though.
How's it been practicing with just Christian and Keon and Harold? A lot of experience up there in the front.
No, it's been good. OTAs, we really can't, a big part of my game is physicality. So, right now we can't, it's only so much we can do as far as, rushing, power, or stopping the run and things like that. So it's just been a lot of finesse, but like I said, we've just been focusing on communication, trying to execute, ending up in the right spots where we're supposed to end up, and, getting out running and, getting in shape.
What's your comfort level right now being here doing that?
Out of what, a scale of 1 to 10?
Just how comfortable are you getting out?
No, I'm good. I mean, new team, a lot of new faces, but we've been here together in the weight room, on the practice field, almost every day. So I'm good. I'm comfortable, knowing I got to come out here and set the tone, knowing the guys gonna follow me, and just I'll take that responsibility to come out here and make sure that we're getting the job done.
So even though you're new, do you feel like you're taking it upon yourself to become a leader?
Yeah, I mean, I ain't really too vocal or whatever, but I'm always helping guys. They got any questions. I try to be me or B. Try to be first in the line. With whatever drill we're doing, make sure we're doing it right. So the young guys see us. They make a mistake, just pull them to the side, or let them see us go first and try to correct them off that. But
how do you feel like the defense is gelling at this point?
No, it's been good. It's been good. They really got everything in for the season. So, like I said, now it's just working on the communication, getting used to guys rushing in different spots. And, I would just make sure we're on the same page. If we get the wrong call, if we all wrong, we all right. And then just move on to the next play, try not to dwell on no mistakes, and just try to keep moving forward.
When you were in Philly, who taught you about leadership?
BG, Brandon Graham, he was a big leader there. Just like I said, he was one of the oldest guys on the team, and you can say he was practicing the hardest every day we went out there. So just watching him give me pointers on how to take care of my body, what to look at when I'm rushing, get in shape, and then like I said, just go out there and practice hard. Make sure you busting your tail whenever it's your time, and so once you get to the game, it'll be easy for you.
What do you plan to do for the 5 or 6 weeks before camp?
Just go back to Texas, and do my training. Make sure I'm come back at training camp in tip-top shape and ready to go. I'm ready to use some of this physicality. I ain't been able to, we got to rush and then stop. We got to let the quarterback throw the ball. So now when training camp come around, be ready for sure.
The last 2 years in Philly, I think you played 46, 48% of snaps. Are you doing the same training this offseason, or are you doing anything different to prepare to play maybe a little bit more?
I know it wasn't by choice. I didn't choose to play under 50% of the snaps. I'm training to play as much as I can. So, I'm just going out there whenever they call my number. So I could have played more if they wanted me to play more. It ain't my training gonna be the same. Whenever I'm out there, I'm giving whatever I got, and I'm being in shape and ready for whatever. So.
Even though, sorry.
No, you good?
Even though you have to stop obviously before you get to the quarterback, and there's no pads right now. Did you feel like today you guys were able to get through the line of scrimmage a couple of times there?
I mean, somewhat, but
we really can't just make too much of an impact because we still like he don't want us to bat the ball down. We got to let the quarterback throw it. No power rushes, so it's all finesse. So the line can kind of just sit back and know we can't bull rush them. So we kind of just it's all finesse, so they can just sit back and just. So I mean, it's cool, but training camp we'll be able to show what we really can do.
You have a pretty good seat. Obviously, you're not on the offensive side, but it looks like at the end of practice there's a lot of emphasis on Drake, making calls as you guys are doing your running back and forth.
Yeah.
During practice, what kind of command does it feel like he has at the line of scrimmage as you're aligned in the trenches there?
Nah, he good with the communication. We up there trying to talk to him, get in his head a little bit, try to mess with their calls, but he doing his job, make sure everybody on the same page, being loud, and like I said, make sure everybody know what they got to do, and if they make a mistake, he getting on guys, and we redoing it, or restarting the play and make sure we get it right.
What have been your first impressions of Drake this offseason?
Last one here, guys. Last question.
Nah, he been good. He a young quarterback. Like I said, he been taking command. This is my first time really being around him. Just he real vocal. He try to talk to guys in the locker room, get to know him, and then we come out here, he having fun. But like I said, he trying to get everybody on the same page, communicating, and trying to get the ball get the ball to where he need to get it right now until we get ready to go get him.
Thanks, guys.
Good. All right.
Okay. Kind of, sort of, a little bit.
How's the spring going for you?
It's going good. Working. Yeah, definitely getting the work in and bonding with my team. Spring going good, though.
You mentioned you bonded with teammates. What's different culture-wise so far about this team and Coach Rabel than last year?
I say, man, the energy. And we got a lot of, I wouldn't say old players. We got a lot of players everywhere, all around, man. And I think we have good leaders, good leaders who not scared to say something. And, correct what need to be corrected.
Who are some of those leaders that aren't afraid to say something?
Well, in our room, we got you got Stephon and you got Mac Hollins. I can't really speak for the other rooms, but like for our room, them guys right there, they push and they make sure like you own your stuff for sure.
With Stephon, I'm gonna see he's showing some dance moves. Who's better, him or KB?
Oh, KB, yeah. KB still got it. KB, I think he's still going. Yeah, KB got that for sure.
What's your impression of Stephon?
Man, like I said, a leader and a go-getter, man. He works hard. Y'all can see it, man. He works hard, and it's every day. It's not just behind the scene. He actually working, and feel like he bringing along the young guys and us. Everybody in that room, he bringing everybody along.
Showing young guys maybe how to work a little bit.
Oh yeah, and he doesn't for nobody. He doesn't let up on nobody. I don't care if if you don't get your depth on the route, he gonna say something. So he's been doing his thing for sure.
Papa, lots been made about Josh McDaniel's offense and all the quick snap adjustments you have to make. How's that been for you in your first time?
Yeah. It's been good, man. Once you're in that book and it becomes like second nature. As long as you get in that book and you go out there and do it, man, it becomes like it's amazing. That offense, I love this offense. I can't lie.
Why do you love it so much? What do you love about it as a wide receiver?
I done seen a lot of slots go crazy in this offense, and as I practice and I see how it opens up, and I feel like it's all gonna come together.
There's been a lot of talk, obviously, from Coach Rabel about setting the tone and culture, and your experience just in the NFL. I mean, how much can that translate to winning, to what the actual record is? You guys being better than 4-13 this coming season in terms of setting that culture.
I feel like you come out and you set that tone. Feel like you got started in practice. Set that tone in practice, and you go to that game and you set that tone. Man, a lot of teams can't play for 60 minutes. You go play for 60 minutes, and that's when you see you translate that from the practice field to the game field, and you see who play for 60 minutes.
How does Coach Rabel try and establish that culture with you guys? What have you seen from him in terms of trying to let you guys know what he wants the culture to be?
As yourself, you set the standard, and Coach Rabel just gonna push you. He knows what you're capable of doing, and man, like I said, he's a player coach, man, and he knows how we feel out there, but he knows that we can do it, and he's been on a winning team, and he knows the culture how to win.
Is it funny to see him? I saw him out there he's in a little 20.
Yeah, that's
what. He's covering guys on the crossing route. Have you ever had a coach do that?
Nah, no, not even high school and up. Nah, that was the first coach actually on the field he actually be chasing me. Like I catch a ball, he's chasing me during the thing. So I'll be like, man, it's different culture and everything.
What does that do for you guys? Like when you have your head coach out there chasing you and you have experience, what does that do for you guys on the field and just practice?
Man, I feel like it just shows us that we have a coach that's all in. He knows the offensive side and the defensive side, so he can tell. So we go to the big screen, he already knows, like, man, you know you do better than this. And I feel like that's what we need. We need a coach that's gonna push us and actually be out there with us and know what's going on. And, mhm. Taking on that role, taking on that role to lead the whole team, not just the offense, but the whole team. And I feel like that's the role he's picking up. And it's not easy, because you got the defense side who you don't really be close with every day. But, I feel like everybody respects Drake and believes, Drake's going to be that leader for us. Oh, yeah, I love TD. TD, great coach. He was a quarterback coach. And I feel like he shows us what the quarterback does, and when we run our routes, he tells us like what the QB's reading and how should we run our routes of what the quarterback sees. So I feel like, man, TD was a great add to this offense and the receiver coach. Right. No, definitely, because sometimes my route have to be faster, and then sometimes it got to be slower. And as I meet with TD every morning, and he breaks it down for me. Feel like he makes it way easier, to play and go out there and play with confidence.
You like those two-way goes coming out of the slot?
Oh, most definitely. Oh man, you can't stop it. You gotta do something about it, man. And man, it's only me to get it wrong. So it's amazing for sure. Yeah. I mean, I'm not like a real vocal loud, I'm the one who will come right by you and be like, come on, I know you can do better than that. Or, man, a good route, encouragement is a lot, a lot of people need that encouragement to go out there and play with confidence. So I'm that type of person who go out there and be like, come on, I need more out of you, and I ain't going to be as loud with it because that's not me. But, I'm leader by example, but definitely I have become like more vocal, and they say they would look at me, so I mean that's a blessing for sure.
With that, what would you say the internal competition versus the camaraderie in the receiving room is like so far?
Man, it's good. The better the person behind somebody is, the better the starter gonna be. So I mean, the competition is amazing, man. And we all getting better. We all pushing each other, and I feel like that's what's gonna make our room strong and get better. Oh yeah, every time he comes here, I got his number. I definitely got a text. I've just been a little busy, but man, every time I see him, he give me nothing but good knowledge. And I watch his film, and I be like, man, how you got open on this? Like, but it's like he knows the game. He knows the game, and he's done it. So every time I pick his brain, I try to get all the knowledge I can.
How much film do you watch of previous receivers from this Josh offense?
All the time, because they'll make a clip cut-ups for me just for certain routes, and then I'll just watch them cut-ups, and I feel like it helps me with how to read and what routes I should do for sure. Yep.
Take two more.
Yeah. Mhm. Oh, most definitely. Yeah, most definitely. If y'all watch my college film, it's all about how bad you want it. Just go out there and you go block who you need to block, and all you really do is hold them until that back, cross past them, and really don't let your person make that block. And I definitely can step up and do that for sure. Just show everybody I can do it. I can play. Just you gonna see. Yeah, for sure.
Final question.
Do you have a favorite receiver to watch, like an old receiver in those cut-ups?
From Patriot. Oh yeah. Yeah. Man, gotta be Jewel. I mean, that's who I watch mostly. Julian, but we got cut-ups. Mac Hollins running some of the plays when he was with the Raiders and stuff like that. So, I mean, definitely watching Jewel. I have Edelman for sure. Yeah.
Thanks, Pop.
Thank y'all.